Infinite sequences and series. Now, infinite sequence. Now let us write some sequences first. Sn equals 1 by n, or Sn equals n cube plus 1 by n square plus 4, or we can have sequences like Sn equals 100 into 1.08 to the power n. So we can have sequences like this. So what is an infinite sequence? An infinite sequence is basically a sequence whose domain is the entire set of positive integers. So if here n equals 1, 2, 3 and so on, here also n equals 1, 2, 3, so on, n equals 1, 2, 3 and so on. Let's say one more sequence, say 3 into 1 by 10 to the power n, n equals 1, 2, 3 and so on. So we see that the domain is the entire set of positive integers, hence all four of them, they are infinite sequences. Now, when the infinite sequence, we will be interested in knowing whether they converge or diverge. So when do we say that an infinite sequence converges? When limit n tends to infinity, Sn tends to some constant value a, then we say that the sequence Sn converges. So what is happening here is, as n is tending to infinity, the last term in the sequence, it is tending to a. Now, when is the sequence said to diverge? When limit n tends to infinity, Sn is infinity. Basically, when this limit is not defined. When the limit is not defined, then we say that the infinite sequence diverges. So n is tending to infinity, Sn is also tending to infinity. Now let us look at these sequences. Now, if we look at 1 by n, the terms in this sequence are 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3 and so on. And if we take limit n tends to infinity, 1 by n, we get 0, which is a constant value. Hence we say that this sequence converges and it converges to 0. So as n is tending to infinity, Sn is tending to 0. If we take this, limit n tends to infinity, n cube plus 1 by n square plus 4, we divide both the numerator and the denominator by n square, so we get n cube by n square plus 1 by n square divided by n square plus 4 by n square. This tends to 0 as n is tending to infinity, this is 1, this is tending to 0 and this is n. So it comes out to be n, therefore this is infinity. Hence the limit is not defined and we say that this sequence diverges. If you look at this sequence, again the terms are 100, 1.08, 100, 1.08 whole square and so on, and we see that it converges. No, it diverges. Because we see that we are multiplying it by, like the last term will be 100, 1.08 to the power infinity, and 1, anything greater than 1 to the power infinity tends to infinity, and hence this will be infinity, and hence the sequence diverges. If you look at this, the terms are 3, 1 by 10, 3, 1 by 10 square and so on. So we get 0.3, 0.03, 0.003, 0.0003 and so on. And therefore this converges to 0. So we say that the sequence converges if the limit n tends to infinity, Sn is tending to some constant value, and it diverges when limit n tends to infinity, Sn is infinity. That is basically the limit is not defined. Now we move on to series. Series is basically sum of all the terms in the sequence. So let's take geometric series first. If we take geometric series, AR square, AR n minus 1, n terms of the geometric series. Suppose this is G. So what will be R times G? It will be AR plus AR square plus AR n minus 1 plus AR. Now when we subtract them, we get G 1 minus R equals A minus AR, and therefore AR to the power n. So we get G equals A 1 minus R to the power n by 1 minus R. So this is the sum of the geometric series. This is the geometric series and the sum of the, series itself is the sum of all the terms. Therefore, what we get G is this. Now, what if R is lying between here R can't be 1. Now, what if mod of R is less than 1? If mod of R is less than 1 and we have a infinite geometric series like AR square and so on till infinity, and mod of R is less than 1, then if you look at this, R is a fraction, and fraction multiplied by a fraction many times tends to 0. Therefore, this will tend to 0. As a result, the sum of the infinite geometric series will be A into 1 by 1 minus R, which is A by 1 minus R. This is when mod of R is less than 1. So we get the formula for the infinite geometric series. Now we will look at the convergence and the divergence of series. So if we have n by 1 plus n equals 1 to n from 1 to infinity. Now we have to find, this is a series. Now we have to find whether it converges or diverges. Now a series will converge if the sum is a constant. If the sum of all the terms is a constant value A, or it will be the series will diverge when the sum is infinity. So here first let's write all the terms. So when n is 1, it is 1 by 2. The series is 1 by 2 plus 2 by 3 plus 3 by 4 plus 4 by 5 and so on. So 2 by 3 is basically greater than half. 3 by 4 is greater than half, 4 by 5 is greater than half. So all these terms are greater than half. As a result, we get half into infinity plus something, and this is infinity. Therefore, the sum is infinity, and then hence the series is said to diverge. If you take another example, n equals 1 to infinity, 1 by 1 plus 1 by n to the power n. Now, we know that limit n tends to infinity, 1 plus 1 by n to the power n is n. We know this. So we will apply this here. Now first term will be 1 by 1, second term will be 1 by 1 plus half square, and the last term, as n is tending to infinity, this is tending to e. Therefore the last term is 1 by e. This is basically 1 by 3 by 2 whole square, which is 4 by 9, and this is clearly greater than 1 by e, this is clearly greater than 1 by e, the next term will also be greater than 1 by e. We'll see all these terms are greater than 1 by e, and this is obviously 1 by e. So again the sum is 1 by e times infinity plus something, this will be infinity, hence this series also diverges. If we have something like minus half to the power n, where n is tending from 1 to infinity. First term is minus half, second term is 1 by 4, third term is minus 1 by 8, fourth term is 1 by 16. So we see that we have negative term, then positive term, negative term, then positive term. So this is minus half and this is minus 1 by 4. Now as n is increasing, what is happening is denominator is increasing. So we have if we like add everything, what we find is this is a geometric series where the common difference is minus 1 by 2. So if we multiply this by minus 1 by 2, we get this. We multiply this by minus 1 by 2, we get this. And if we sum this, it's still infinity. So, and this is the common difference is between minus 1 and 1. Therefore, the formula is a by 1 minus r. A is minus half. 1 minus r is minus half. So we get minus half 3 by 2, which is minus 1 by 3, which is a constant value, hence the series converges. Hence the series converges. That's it.